The case of the disappearing whiteboard marker, because sometimes what you see says more than what's said. Stewardship through Vision, Clarity and Leadership by iswitchme. Welcome back to our little corner in Hokkaido, where the tea is warm, the socks are fluffy, and life's biggest lessons come wrapped in the smallest, most ordinary stories. Today's story? It starts with something so small, you could almost miss it. A simple whiteboard marker. Or rather, the case of the disappearing one. In my office days, we had this brand new meeting room. Sleek, shiny, everything you'd expect, except clarity. There was Mira, stylish, sharp, and always ready with a PowerPoint for every breath she took. And Joe, quiet, observant, the kind of person who rarely spoke unless asked. He always sat near the whiteboard. One Monday morning, Mira stood confidently before the team. With a dramatic sweep of her hand, she turned to the board. As you can see here, but there was nothing to see. The marker was gone. The room froze. People patted their pockets like nervous magicians searching for props. And then, Joe. Calmly, quietly, he opened a drawer. And out came not one, but 7 markers. Different colors, neatly organized, by shade. We all stared. Mira frowned, and finally asked, "Why are you keeping them?" Joe replied, "I noticed the marker was always missing. Nobody seemed to take responsibility to keep one in stock. So I just made sure we had them." Her eyebrows shot up. "And you didn't think to tell anyone?" Joe shrugged. "I figured, if you saw it missing often enough, someone would eventually step up." The room chuckled nervously. Mira didn't. The meeting went on, but something shifted that day. Later, Mira called Joe aside, and I, very innocently repotting a plant nearby, overheard. She asked him, "Why didn't you just tell me the team was dropping the ball?" And Joe said something I never forgot. Because leadership isn't always about pointing out what's wrong. It's about seeing what's missing and deciding whether to expose it or quietly cover it, depending on what helps people grow. That line hit me harder than any strategy chart. Because leadership isn't just volume, it's vision. It's stewardship through seeing. Sometimes the real leader in the room isn't the one speaking the loudest. It's the one noticing what others don't, and quietly making sure the team still moves forward. So the next time you walk into a meeting, pause for a moment. What's missing? Is it a marker, a voice, a moment of encouragement? And more importantly, how will you choose to respond? Because sometimes, what you see says far more than what's ever said. Ready for a switch? Leadership is about what you see and how you respond. Not all leaders need the loudest mic. Some simply make sure the marker is there when it counts. Stewardship starts with noticing what others miss and still choosing to build, not blame. Because when you lead with quiet clarity, you create loud impact.